A few years ago, Paul and Pat made a great trip to Augusta, Georgia to watch the Masters. Somehow, I forgot to bring that up.
It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, although you'll probably be seeing this on Friday or Saturday. I'm over at Paul and Pat Visco's house, and Paul and Pat are probably two of the kindest people I have ever had the pleasure of calling my friends. How have you guys been doing?
We're doing good. We're doing pretty good. We stay home a lot because Paul's pretty high risk, so I don't even go grocery shopping. But it's a pretty nice place to stay right here. So
Who does your grocery shopping?
I pick it up at Walmart.
Oh, okay.
I was never a big fan of Walmart, but they've become very easy to work with, and I just order it, and they track me when I leave the house. I check in, and by the time I get there, they're right at the door ready to put it in the car.
Well, that's awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And they, in the beginning, they had a lot of substitutes. Now they're doing pretty good.
Hmm.
And I'm getting adjusted to it.
Now, are you playing any golf?
I do, yep. I play a couple of times a week with, Carol Scattergood.
Yep.
Yep, Carol and I. And
Who's better?
oh my gosh, Carol is so much better than me. She's very good. She puts up with me. That's what I say. Her drive is twice mine, but we have a good time together.
Mm.
She sort of hits it like a man.
She hits it so far.
She does.
She
I've
has
played
we
with her
have to
before.
wait. Yeah, I enjoy her. She's a fun person.
So how often do you get out?
Twice a week.
Twice a week? Always with Carolyn?
Well, last year I used to play with a lot of other people, but this year, I don't know, I just felt more comfortable going with just one person, or sometimes on Thursday with another lady join us. I play Thursdays and Sundays, and it works out well.
Excellent. And do you walk or ride?
I walk.
Oh, good for you.
Sometimes this weather, though, I'm thinking it's
Oh my gosh, when it's humid and hot.
it's always 10 degrees hotter and more humid on the golf course, but I like to walk, so it's fun.
If you play golf like I play, you're in the woods, so it's much cooler,
Unfortunately, I do hit it straight, not very far, but straight.
And they cut a lot of those trees down now.
Yeah.
I haven't played golf in about 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't even think I could swing a club anymore. It's sad.
It's fun. I haven't gotten any better, but it's a good way to get out and see people, and I feel safe on the golf course. Because you can stay away from people.
Yep.
And
Oh, and Laconia Country Club is a beautiful course.
it is. It's a gorgeous course, and they keep it in good shape, and it's a lot of fun.
And now you have two sons, is that right?
We do, yep.
I know at least one lives in Maine. Where do they?
They live in Brunswick, Maine.
Okay, both of them?
No, the other one lives in Melrose, Mass.
Okay.
So
And how are they doing?
they're doing good. They're all able to work from home. Our daughter-in-law in Maine is a school teacher, so it's kind of stressful for them because she was having to teach her kids, and she had her own two kids home, and Stephen had to work, and I'm kind of worried about them now, what they're going to do with going back to school.
Yeah.
Because she, she has asthma, and I'm not crazy about her going into it, trying to make the kids wear the masks, and so a lot of worries.
Yeah. She teaches at the 6th grade level, so they're pretty active.
Yeah. But they're doing good overall. They're all doing really good. We were just talking with you. They're getting a new puppy, and they're so excited.
How many grandkids?
We have two.
Okay. And are they both in Maine?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you been able to connect with them at all during this time?
Connect us through various applications,
Yeah.
Zoom.
but we haven't seen them since February.
Wow.
Yeah, Anna came down over vacation before this started, and I don't know when we're going to see them. Because they are out more than we are.
Yep.
And the kids, they have to be with their friends, so they can play with some of their friends outside. So their risk tolerance is a little different than ours. So, and they don't want us to come up there and
Exposed.
be exposed to anything. So I don't know, Michael. It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
So hard.
Yeah, we've seen our grandkids once since I think one of them had a birthday in January or early February, but we did see them about 4 or 5 weeks ago. But we took the test before,
Yeah.
and of course that only tells you at that particular moment.
Right.
You could leave and get infected.
And it takes a week, doesn't it, to get
Well,
it
we
back?
got ours about 3 days, so
Oh,
that
you
was
did.
good. But,
Good.
yeah.
Yeah. That's good, because my sister, she lives in Concord, and it took her almost a week to get hers back.
Mm.
But we haven't had one because we don't go anywhere. I don't
Yeah.
think we need it. I'm not as comfortable going to have the test. Where did you go to have it?
We went to Clear MD.
Oh, okay. See, I don't even want to go into one of those places, so.
Yeah. Yeah, we thought initially that they were going to come right to the car. Because they were doing that at a lot of places.
Yeah.
But they had us come in, and you're waiting in a room. Fortunately, everyone had masks on.
Yeah. My sister did one in Concord, and there was a big tent. And they came and they did it in their car, I think. But maybe we don't have that around here. So.
And how long have you lived in this beautiful house?
We moved in 2001.
Okay.
19 years.
Wow. Yes.
Just about, yeah. We moved in July. So.
And you moved from where?
We lived in New Jersey for 11 years.
And I know there's some connection with the Hutchins.
Well, Mary and I worked together at Mass General in the early 1970s.
Okay.
And we have a lot of connections with him, actually, because Warren and I both went to the University of Maine. We were in the same dorm.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then Paul is from Lexington, and some of Warren's siblings you went to school with, right?
Warren's brother,
Warren's brother.
older brother, Carl, and I were friends. So there's a connection there. Plus, I knew Mary from skiing in Killington.
Mm.
So there's that connection. And
A lot of connections with him.
yeah.
So where were you both born?
I was born in Augusta, Maine.
Okay. And
And
Paul?
that's Waltham, Mass.
Okay. And so how did you? What brought you to New Jersey?
Work.
Where did you work?
I worked for Hewlett Packard at the
Oh,
time.
okay.
Up here, and it was a promotion, quote unquote, to go to New Jersey. And we spent 10 years down there. We couldn't afford to stay there.
Yeah.
It's very, very expensive.
We waited until the kids graduated. It was a good school system. And when they graduated from high school, we started thinking about coming back. And we wanted to come to New Hampshire because my sister and her family and my parents lived in Concord. And Paul always wanted to be around a lake, so we found this place and we loved it.
Yeah.
My parents, when I was a kid, had a place on Lake Sunapee.
Oh.
So when we decided to come back up to New England, we looked over there and couldn't afford their prices and everything. And then we started looking around here, and we didn't know about this development, this Long Bay South Down combination, but we found that, and it sort of solved a lot of the issues that we had, and we were able to build this house here. So
Oh, your house is beautiful.
thank you.
We love it here.
Yeah, and what a gorgeous.
What a nice view, huh?
What a gorgeous setting, huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty view.
It's even prettier in the wintertime.
That's the view up towards the Weir's Channel.
Mm.
Yeah, this is Poggers Bay.
Yep. And I met with the Clausens yesterday. Do you know them?
Oh, yes,
Yes.
that's right. They live right over here.
And we were talking. It's amazing how many families from the church live in South Down or Long
Yeah.
Bay.
Well, the Taylors, you know the Taylors.
Yep.
That's their house.
Oh, that right there.
Yeah.
Right there, yeah.
They're not home right now, but yeah, they live there. And Carolyn is only a couple of streets away.
Yep.
And Mark and Julie are a couple of streets. Probably more. I can't think of.
There's probably more, but we don't know them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And years before the real characters, the Napoleons,
Oh yes, yes,
Anne
yes.
and Jim,
Jim and what was her name?
Anne.
Anne. Yes. Their daughter lives in their house now.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
And then at one point, Sally Clark, right next to
Oh,
Carolyn.
we miss
Yeah.
Sally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sally.
Sally and Jack, yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you find your way to the Gilford Community Church?
Well, I grew up as a Congregationalist, so when we moved here, we were looking at Congregational churches, but they didn't have a regular minister then. They had interim ministers. And Mary and Warren had, I think, when did you come? In 2000?
I came in 2002, but I know that the Hutchins had visited well before I came.
Yes. But after you came, they told us that you were there, and there was this nice new young minister. So that's what brought us to the church, and we've been there ever since. Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at it, I've been here 18 years,
Yeah.
and I look back at pictures, and then I looked at a picture of me today.
I know. It's hard to believe. I can't believe we've been here 19 years. It's longer than we've ever lived anywhere. But
You look in the mirror and you say, "Who is that person?"
I know.
Yeah.
We love the church. It's a great place. So that's how we got there, Mary and Warren.
Yeah. And sometimes I think I'm middle-aged, but I know I'm not going to live to 120.
I know. I know. It's
I'm
like
probably on about the 14th hole, I think.
And what they say, we're on the back nine.
yeah, we're on the back nine.
Yeah. So what are you doing what brings you pleasure through this pandemic?
I like to quilt.
Mm.
I do a lot of quilting. I love to read. We usually go away for 3 weeks in summer, and we didn't this year, so we decided to plant a few vegetables that you can see we're overrun with in the back.
Oh, beautiful, yeah.
We've never done that before. So it was kind of, we thought, well, let's do something fun since we're not going to be gone for 3 weeks in July. And I like gardening. I love my flowers, just being outside. That's what I do, basically.
So your 3 weeks, do you have a particular spot that you go to?
We have a camp.
Oh.
2 camps, actually. They've been in our family for, I'm the 4th generation, I think. Yeah, because my grandmother's uncle built it.
Mm.
And then about 45 years ago, we bought the one next to it. So now we have 2 of them, and we actually joined them with a deck. They're little small camps.
And where is that?
It's about Bangor, about an hour above Bangor. So it's a 5-hour drive, which is, it's a lot, and we just decided this year it's too much.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Because we don't like to go up there without the kids, and we felt they're uncomfortable. So they're up there, they love it.
Mm.
So we own it with my sister, and it's a great place. It's quiet, very, very quiet. Although this year they said it wasn't. I think everybody's just dying to get out. Don't you think it's get out of the cities and go places? And so we miss it. We do a lot of kayaking up there.
Yep. And Paul, you play some cards with some buddies of yours?
I play bridge online.
No.
We use an application called Trickster
Mm-hmm.
cards, and you can actually designate who the players are going to be and switch them around, and we play every Monday. And Carolyn Scattergood is part of that group.
Oh.
She plays more often, but so we still do that, even though we can't get together. And actually, we're thinking that it works a lot better in the wintertime, so you don't have to deal with the icy roads and getting to different places and all that kind of stuff. We just play online.
Yeah.
You know, it's simpler, and then we use Zoom to talk and chat a little bit afterwards
Oh, that's nice.
and stuff like that. So we do that.
Yeah, we've been having Zoom council meetings and finance meetings, and I know some people miss the human connection, but I love sitting in my office. You know, you can have a drink or whatever,
Yeah.
and you don't have to worry
I
what you
know.
look like. And
I said, who was it? I was telling, I said I went to church while I was eating breakfast last Sunday. I said, I love it, Michael.
it is awfully convenient.
It is very convenient, and we don't go out much in the winter anyways if it's icy and stuff like that.
Yep.
So I had started watching them before
Mm.
the virus hit. But, it is very convenient. You do miss talking to people. Like, you're only the 2nd person. We had some friends come up a few weeks ago that we've actually had sitting here talking with
Wow.
us. So that's kind of fun to see you here. But I don't know what we would do without all of our technology.
Yeah, imagine if this had happened 30 years ago.
Wouldn't it be awful?
We would really be isolated.
We would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think almost every time the world faces a crisis, some good comes out of it. And people have been kinder and more generous, and we're learning how to use technology. And
Whether we want to or not, right?
Yeah.
No, really.
but it is the future, I think.
I think
and
it is,
You know,
yeah.
churches that adapt and take advantage of it will forge ahead, and those that don't will probably shut their doors at one point.
Right. Yeah, I think that's the way the future will be.
Well, I thank you so much for letting me be only the 2nd person to come over here.
Yeah, our pleasure. We're
Thank you, Michael.
It's a
glad to have
beautiful
the
house.
company.
I remember coming over once. I think you might have gotten a new large screen TV when you won one. I think
Oh, that's right.
that was a number of years
Yes.
ago,
Yes.
and it was kind of new, and the technology was just mind-boggling. You could see actresses' wrinkles.
Yeah.
We still have that. Paul has it in the basement. He exercises watching it.
Yeah.
He was somewhere at a home show or something, and you
Yeah,
I think
Warren
Warren
and
was
I,
with you.
Warren was with you, and yeah,
Warren encouraged me to fill out the door prize
door prize. Yeah.
thing. And the guy called me later on and told me that I'd won this Pioneer TV. I said, "You got to be kidding me! It's just some kind of a joke. What are you trying to sell?
Yeah.
It turns out it was.
Yeah, it was a beautiful TV. That was
Still
probably
is.
almost 10 years ago, though.
And
Huh?
it's a plasma,
Oh, more than 10.
48-inch
Wow.
plasma TV, and
Yeah.
it's the resolution is so good that when they do close-ups in high definition of the actresses, you can actually see the caps. I mean, the definition is so good.
Yeah.
It's revealing.
Yes, it is revealing, huh?
Yeah. More than you want to see, maybe.
Too revealing.
Yeah, really. So it's still very functional.
So did you come over to help install it? I don't remember.
I think we came over just to watch a movie.
Oh, okay. I don't
Might
remember
have,
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was up.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't have had me install.
I think it was kind of heavy, so I think you and Warren, you were both younger then. You went and picked it up. Because I know I was at work when you called me, and I haven't worked for 13 years, so it was quite a long
Wow.
time ago.
And we had to take a minivan because the thing is so big,
Mm.
and it came in a big crate. And once you took it out, then the TV part itself was manageable, and then the boxes had all of the other components to it and stuff like that. So it was pretty involved.
Yep.
Setting it up, but we got it set up and working, and it still works.
I remember back in probably 1965, I was probably 6 years old. We got our first color TV. It was a small little Zenith, huge. I mean, the screen was small, but it was a big TV.
Yeah.
And like everyone was just amazed. Just imagine.
Oh, I remember before we had a colored TV, my cousins got one. So every Saturday night, we all had to go over to their house and watch, I think it was Disney.
Mm.
There was only 1 or 2 shows that were broadcast in color, but
Yeah.
well, we've come a long way.
It's a
huh?
different world, huh?
It really is. Yeah. Technology is it's really improved the quality of life for a lot of issues.
Yep.
It has. Yes.
Well, you have a wonderful day.
Well,
Thank you, Michael.
Keep being smart and safe.
Yeah, we
Thank
will.
you. You too.
And I do look forward to the day we can see you back at church.
Yep.
We do too.
But
Yeah.
we'll be safe and smart until then.
Right.
That's right.
And thank you for stopping by.
Awesome, my pleasure.
Nice
Appreciate
to
it.
see you.
Say hi to Sydney for us.
I will do that.